Alright, we'll call this meeting to order of the Student Government Association at Fort Hays State University on Thursday, November 20th, 2014. Administrative Assistant Roger, please call a roll.
Senator Agnew. Present. Senator Arnberger. Senator Ballou. Here. Senator Breckeson. Here. Senator DeVore.
Aye.
Senator Foster.
Here.
Senator Goodman. Senator Hahn.
Here.
Senator Johnson.
Here.
Senator Kiss. Senator Chris. Senator Lawrence. Present. Senator Lipker.
Present.
Senator Medved. Senator Morgan. Here. Senator Wynn. Here. Senator Ortega.
Here.
Senator Janalik.
Here.
Senator Scheck.
Present.
Senator Smith. Here. Senator Taylor.
Here.
Senator Templeton.
Here.
Senator Lee.
Here.
And Senator Wagner.
Alright, we have no guest speakers tonight, so that'll move us straight into executive reports, starting with President Powers.
Alright, so I have some exciting news. As you all know, last week we passed a resolution saying that we were against the amendment to KSA 7642, which was they wanted to take out the part where there was a referendum in order to do anything with your tuition dollars or your community dollars in order to pay for a building or debt services on a building. And I'm pleased to announce that that did not pass. So good job, everyone. I'm really proud of you. So overall, it passed at all of the region schools. There was actually, out of all the region schools, all 6 of them, including Washburn, so 7 schools, it had a 99% pass rate. There was 1 vote at Wichita State for no. So that's it. There was 1 student in the entire system. So I thought it was pretty cool that we were able to come together, present that to the regions, and show them that, you know, we really don't want this to happen. We want to keep our voices heard, and they heard us loud and clear. They read it and they said, okay. So it was really nice to get that kind of first big thing done. I have been working a lot with the Educational Opportunity Fund, getting that in order. You'll see that bill in front of you tonight. And then tonight will be when people can do appeals since it's first reading, so you may hear some of those tonight if there are any. I worked a lot with the Council for Institutional Effectiveness on my subcommittee. We're making sure and going through what is going to happen when we do our checkup in December, which will be right when we get back. I've been in a lot of other meetings, and I had a great trip to Topeka with our Legislative Affairs Director, Cress, who is with our Community Relations Director in Chile right now. So if you're wondering where they are, they're not in this country. So I wish them well, but we had a really interesting trip. We actually picked all of our topics for Higher Ed Day, where they picked chairs that are going to figure out exactly what they're going to be doing and moving forward, and going ahead and starting to make groups and getting people to start making those appointments with legislators. So if you are interested in Higher Ed Day, make sure you apply. I feel like she won't need to tell you that. So other than that, if you have any questions about UF, if you have any questions about any other committees that I have going on right now, feel free to come talk to me. I am also on the University General Education Committee, and we have been hosting town hall meetings, and today was the first one. It was in Albertson 169, but there'll also be a couple more in the spring. And so those are really just an open environment to talk about what you would like to see, what you don't like. We don't want it to be kind of like a slam fest, but we want it to be really a place where you can talk and openly discuss what could be enhanced or improved, or what maybe needs to go and replace that. It's for faculty, staff, and students. So if you really are passionate about certain classes, like, I don't know, an MIS class by chance, then make sure you start getting into that in the springtime when we have more of those forums. And I'll make sure to try and let you guys know about that. So that's all.
All right, I'll go on with my report. So on Monday, I spoke to the last freshman seminar class, so hopefully that wrapped it up. On Monday, I also attended the athletic advisory board meeting. I believe Senator Sheck went with me, and it was pretty informative. The athletic department just got 4 new employees, so they've adjusted pretty well, and that happened during the summer, so it went pretty well. The football team also had a great season, 2 great wins against Pittsburgh State and Missouri. So on Monday and Tuesdays, the applications committee, Treasurer Taylor and myself, finished the last 2 applications workshops. We had a great attendance. We actually got compliments, and we were told that they actually understood what was going on a little bit better. It's still a hectic process, but we encouraged them that if they needed any help, they can come visit us downstairs. On Tuesday, Chief of Staff and I went to the Alumni Center, and we held a conference call with some of the alumni around the region. And it was actually really interesting. Charlene Nichols called us and wanted us to speak to them and let them know what SGA is currently doing, what we have been doing for the past few months. So that's what we did, and we talked about potential partnerships with them, or they were wondering how alumni could get involved with student government. So we told them our door's open, and if they want to do something, we're more than happy to. And they said if we wanted to do something, then they were happy to help us as well. And then today, as President Powers said, the General Education Town Hall meeting was today. Chief of Staff Hand and I and some other senators in here attended. It was actually very informative. It wasn't like a heated discussion. It was very, very calm, and I think all the information that was stated, everything, all the opinions and stuff is really beneficial and helpful. So hopefully we can get a new revitalized general education program. Other than that, please remember that tomorrow is our presidential inauguration at 10 a.m. It is mandatory for you guys, so please be there. Dress is jeans and tiger gold, right? So whatever you feel like, preferably tiger gold. So other than that, up next we have Treasurer Taylor.
I just want to echo what Vice President Gonzalez said. We did finish up the workshops this week with the allocation. They went really well. I was really happy with how they went. We had a lot of good questions from all the attendees. Monday when we come back, December 1st at 4:30 in the SJ office is the preliminary allocations deadline. So you're all your constituents. I remind them of that. I've been also been working on SJ's allocations requests, and we should be submitting that to the prelim. And then, all right, can I read one right? But I think that's all, so thank you.
Next we have Chief of Staff.
I've had a pretty busy day this week. I started out on Monday helping President Powers with a few things. She's kind of been a little bit overwhelmed, so I've been doing my job and trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. On Tuesday, like Vice President Gonzalez said, I went to the Alumni Center for that. And then yesterday I was out of the office, but today I was very pleased to be able to attend the general education meeting and very pleasantly surprised to see the turnout. There was a lot of people there, almost all the seats were filled. If you guys need anything, please let me know. I'm always down in the office, and especially with allocations coming up, I know that sometimes it gets a little bit hectic down in the office. So if you have constituents that would like to meet with somebody who's served on the allocations committee and needs some help with their budget, I have had that experience. So please tell them to come find me because I know that Treasurer Taylor and Vice President Gonzalez can get really overwhelmed with the amount of people that might be coming in. So please let me know if you guys need anything in that process as well. Thank you.
Campus Relations Director, Reyes.
Who's ready for break? Well, this week I got the chance to go to the Kansas Board of Regents meeting with the president and a few other people. That was really fun, really interesting. As good as I can put it. I enjoyed it, and I think everybody that went along did. And so, other than that, we've been working on the big event. We printed a lot of letters, so we're going to send out to the businesses. We printed labels, so when you guys come back from break, be ready to stuff them and send them out. So you guys got that to look forward to. Fun. That's all I have.
All right, as President Power said, the Legislative Affairs Director, Grass, and Community Relations Director, all those are on your way to Chile, so hopefully they make it safely and come back safely as well. Administrative Assistant Archer.
Okay, simple is 10, 2/3 is 13, and we have 19 attendees tonight.
All right, that'll move us into committee reports, starting out with the Appropriations Committee, Senator Morgan.
My committee did not meet.
Senate Affairs Committee, Senator Lawrence.
Okay, so I've got a kind of a long committee report, so bear with me. We've been really busy with conducting senator interviews lately. So we do have a bill out for first reading tonight, and it's 5 new senators. And then we also have a bill out for second reading tonight, which is 3 new senators. So look at those. And then also we just got done conducting the staff reviews. So we're kind of wrapping everything up for the end of the semester. Also, like Vice President Gonzalez said, thank you all for speaking to the freshman seminar classes. You can tell we've been really busy with those applications coming in. We do still currently have 1 seat available for freshman CAMs, and then we have 3 to 4 seats still in Health and Life Sciences. So if you know anyone in those, please promote those, because I think it would be awesome if we could try to get a full Senate. And then finally, we are doing a Christmas party. Our committee's in charge of planning that. So in a little bit, I'll pass around a sheet, and if you could sign your name on it to tell us whether or not you will be attending, going to Bellas with us after the meeting, December 4th at 8:30 p.m. And also, since the next meeting is the second reading of the EOF bill, you will have to dress professionally, so we won't be able to do the ugly sweater party here. But feel free to come to the party in your ugly sweater, and we'll have some kind of competition there. And also, we're doing a white elephant, so please bring a gift to Bellas. Sorry for that.
So Lawrence, is there a limit to the gift amount?
I would say $5 to $10 on the gift amount.
All right. We have Student Affairs Committee, Senator Lou.
My committee did not meet tonight.
Legislative and Political Action Committee, Senator DeVore.
My committee did not meet.
Community Relations and Programming Committee, Senator Foster.
My committee did not meet today, but we did receive a list from the Chamber of Commerce, so we can send out donations, donations from those businesses.
Awesome. All right, that'll move us into open forum, and we have on our agenda tonight the EOF appeals. I'm going to explain a little bit how this is going to work. Tonight is not for discussion, it's the first reading, so we're not going to discuss, but any of the people present can come and appeal for the EOF, and you guys will hear their appeal, you can ask questions, but there will be no discussion. Discussion will be made on December 4th meeting when our second reading for the bill is up. So, is there any appeals for the EOF tonight? All right, well, seeing none, are there any other items for open forum? Seeing none, that'll move us into new business. Starting out with Bill number 14F-115, originated and presented by the Senate Affairs Committee, whereas the Student Government Constitution states that the Senate Affairs Committee shall be in charge of filling vacant Senate seats, and noting that the Senate Affairs Committee has conducted interviews of interested students for the purpose of representing their constituency, recommends that the following students be considered for Senate seats. And I apologize if I butcher these. Brandy Jordan Randazzo, College of Health and Life Sciences. Justin Montney, College of Health and Life Sciences. Chloe Kim, freshman CAMS. G. Bake, freshman CAMS. And Emily Grant, freshman CAMS. Therefore, be it resolved by a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President that the above list be ratified as Senator for the Student Government Association. Up next is Bill number 14F116, originated and presented by the EOF Committee. Whereas the Educational Opportunity Fund was established on May 19, 1989 by the Kansas Board of Regents for the purpose of providing academic scholarships, need-based grants, salaries for students participating in public and community service programs, and salaries for students employed in campus student service programs. And noting that the EOF Committee is comprised of the President of the Student Government Association, Vice President for Student Affairs or designee, Director of Financial Aid or designee, 4 students representing diverse campus constituencies, of whom were appointed by the Student Government Association President and ratified by the Student Senate. And further noting that the elected EOF Committee has solicited proposals, evaluated these proposals, and deliberated over each of them in order to produce the attached budget and rationale. Therefore, be it resolved by a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President that the fiscal year 2015-2016 Educational Opportunity Fund monies be distributed accordingly to the noted organizations and departments on the attached list. FYE Transfer Associates, $600. FYE Student Coordinator, $6,600. FYE UNIV 101 Success Coaches, $6,000. Residential Life, FYE Grad Resident, $0. Assistant DPSA, $7,000. ISS Study Abroad Stipends, $4,500. Center for Student Involvement, Horizons Assistance, $990. Academic Advising and Career Exploration, $1,650. Department of Management and Marketing, Business 101 Peer Coach, $0. Opera and Theater Production Assistant, $1,600. Science and Math Education, Makerspace Coordinator, $3,300. Department of Ag, Water Quality Students, $2,671. FHSU Admissions, $11,088. And FHSU Athletics, $6,600, totaling to $52,599. All right, we have Bill number 14F114 for old business. Originated and presented by the Senate Affairs Committee, whereas the Student Government Constitution states that the Senate Affairs Committee shall be in charge of filling vacant Senate seats, and noting that the Senate Affairs Committee has conducted interviews of interested students for the purpose of representing their constituency. Recommends that the following students be considered for Senate seats: Joanna Cruz, College of Health and Life Sciences; Parker Hassel, freshman CAMS; and Morgan Mankner, freshman CAMS. Therefore, be it resolved by a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President that the above list be ratified as Senator for the Student Government Association. Do I have a motion to consider this bill? Senator Morgan, seconded by Senator Ward. Senator Morgan, just kidding.
Can the 3 candidates please come up to the mic and tell us why they want to be on
It should be just the last 3 that I
Just
read.
Joanna,
Yeah,
Parker.
Joanna, Parker, and Morgan.
Hi. Well, my name is Joanna Cruz. I'm a freshman and I am a biology major here at Fort Hays. I want to be an SGA senator because I'm going to commit time to an organization that's going to put efforts to make changes here on campus. Not only myself, but other students will have the right to be heard. I would like to gladly be a senator because I will do whatever it takes possible to make that change. I feel like I'm a responsible and organized person and someone who can communicate and cooperate with others.
Are there any questions for Senator Cruz, or for Joanna Cruz?
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Morgan Fisher. I'm a student here, and I would want to be a biology major also. I would like to be a SGA, part of SGA, because I would like to give back to the Fort Hays community by contributing my ideas and services. I would also like to build stronger connections on campus by sharing the perspectives of myself and my peers by ultimately making Fort Hays a better place.
My name is Parker Hassel. I'm a political science major here at Fort Hays. And I want to be an SGA senator because I feel like it's a good way for me to get involved here as a freshman, kind of integrate myself here at Fort Hays. And also I'd like to help make changes here that need to happen. I feel like it's my role here as a student to see what problems exist here and to make a change happen. Thank you.
Do you have any questions or more discussion on the topic? Senator Lippert.
What type of changes would you suggest?
The problem I see right now is parking mainly. I think that affects mostly everybody I hear. I always hear people griping about, oh, there's no parking. Not sure what a quick fix that would be for that currently, but I think in the long run we could look at some different solutions and get something solved.
Any other questions? Thank you. All right, is there any other discussion on the bill? All right. Move us to a direct vote. All those in favor, please raise your placards. All those opposed, same sign. And any abstentions? Bill number 14F114 passes. Congratulations, guys. All right, that'll move us into announcements for the night, and I have an announcement myself. Tonight is Senator Ballou's birthday, so if you would join me in singing happy birthday. I'm not singing it, but you guys can sing it.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baloo. Happy birthday to you.
All right, do we have any other announcements tonight? Senator Lawrence.
Okay, so during Dead Week, American Democracy Project is having an event called Are You Able to Citizenship? And what we will be doing is you can take a political spectrum test to see what side you fall on, liberal, conservative, whatever, and you can kind of figure that out. And then also, it's a challenge for non-U.S. citizens to become citizens, taking the test to come into America and pass that. So we are providing a little test to see that you guys can take to see if you will pass this test as well. So come see us at our table. We'll be there on December 4th, Thursday, December 4th, from 9 to 2.
Senator Templeton.
Okay, so I know I've been talking about this a lot, so I'll try to keep it short. My 310 team is sponsoring a basketball game on Saturday, and since this is not Saturday, this is the last time we're going to meet until then. I wanted to mention it. I hope you guys can all come. If you're going to be in town, I understand a lot of things going on, going home and stuff. But we'll be doing free t-shirts, free prizes, games, and trivia, lots of fun things. President Martin will be there. So I encourage you guys to come and support some of the leadership kids and save some lost practice as well.
Senator DeVore.
I know this has been beaten like a dead horse, but I'm going to say it anyway. The higher ed application are due very soon. It looks like they're due in a couple of weeks, but keep in mind that there's that whole week where you're not here. So if you're interested, if you know a friend who will be interested, get an application and fill it out soon.
Senator Morgan.
I know this has also been pretty redundant, but the primary deadline for applications is December 1st at 4:30. So please remind any groups you are in there wanting to request.
President Powers. All right, Senator Ortega.
I know this is pretty redundant, but Dr. Martin's being better into this No, has anyone ever elaborated on what higher day is? Maybe I just missed that. No, but we did talk about applying for it. I'm not really sure what it is.
President Towers can help you.
Okay, so higher day is really cool because all of the 6 region schools in Washburn, they're not part of the region schools, so I would say in Washburn. So all 7 of us come together, and that's why we have a number of why we can only take so many people. Because, well, that's a lot of people. And we all, the topics that Stephanie and I kind of touch on a little bit is those topics are the topics that we're all going to present a resolution and we'll all pass. So that way we can say, okay, we unified, we decided we would support this, we want to talk about this, or this is the stance we take. And then we'll go there and we will all talk together. Instead of just saying, KU wants this, K-State wants this, Fort Hays State wants this, we're going to say, higher education needs this. Higher education wants this. And we're going to go as one unified body. And so we'll have a training night the night before, and you'll get to meet all everyone from other schools because you'll be put into groups. And there will be a group leader in each of those, and those will be decided later by the LDs from the different schools. So there is a lot of like conference calls where we're part of the LDs and planning. The group leaders or the LDs will be in charge of like scheduling the meetings and getting things kind of rolling. And then those groups that day, you will be with maybe like a state person, a KU person, a couple of Washburn people, and then you will go to your meetings and you'll talk as a unified body, which is really unique because usually each school is saying, hey, look at me, I'm trying to be pretty. But instead we're just saying, look at higher education, look at why it's important. And then what we were calling Tiger Day, the way it's different is we just focus on Fort Hays. Some of the other schools do it as well, they call it like Gorilla Day or whatever their mascot or whatever they decide to put it. They have, some of those have which and some of them don't. And we started doing Tiger Day last year because we thought it was important to follow up, but also important to say, hey, Fort Hays State really wants this. And so last year when those meetings was performance-based funding, and what's really cool is they're actually looking at doing that now, and that's going to be happening. And that would be really beneficial to our institution because we're going to rest. So Tiger Day is just a little bit more Fort Hays oriented, and we'll take more people, obviously, because it's just us. So we get the opportunity for them, but that's why there's the number counting, because if there's 15 to 20 people from 7 schools, that's a lot of people. So that's why it should be a little competitive because you should really want to go. Because you get to represent your school, not just to legislators, but to all the other schools, and show them how awesome they are.
Does that answer your question? All right, Senator Lipker.
For clarification, what are the deadlines for those applications?
Senator DeVore, could you help with that?
Yeah, probably. I hope so. I believe the higher ed day is due December 4th, and the Tiger Day is due February 4th.
All right, I'll repeat those dates. Higher Ed Day is December 4th, and Tiger Day is February 4th, right? And it's on the application.
Yeah.
All right, Senator Arberger.
Some of you may have seen my videos on my Facebook of me traveling, like I went today in the car wash. But I am currently working on recruiting members for PBL at KU, K-State, and Wichita State. So if any of you guys happen to know, like maybe your friends from high school who are business majors or who may be interested in PBL, please let me know, and I'll just send them an email and call them, and we have them be a founding member of a very large organization. So that's all I have.
Senator Ortega.
PBL stands for Phi Beta Lambda. They are the collegiate version of FBLA, which is Future Business Cities of America.
All right, any other announcements? I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and a good break. Drive home safely, get back, because got big things. We still got 2 weeks, guys. All right, I will take a motion to adjourn the meeting. Senator Morgan, second by Senator Arberger. All those in favor, please raise your placards. All those opposed, same sign. Abstentions? All right, meeting adjourned.